Me, 44 male, and my wife Amy, 43, have a biological son, Ethan, and an adopted son, Aiden. Woo! Those are close names for two different kids. And daughter Gracie, 16 and 12. Good. We adopted Aiden and Gracie 10 years ago. We have been talking about college for a while with the boys, and they both want to stay together wherever they go. Nice. We have college funds for all three children with the same amount, and so they will be able to afford to if they decide to. If Ethan is the one coming and being like, yeah, you should give more to that kid, that would be bullshit. Oh no, it's gonna be worse. My mother died and left me a lot of money, and I use it to fund their accounts, as I thought this was more important than paying off our mortgage. We are comfortably paying each month. That's fair, and if you're able to pay your mortgage and you can put that in a fund that will be like covered a little by the government as well, and making some interest, it's often better to do so. Don't have a high interest mortgage. The more the boy talks about college, the more Amy gets upset with how much money it's going to cost. It does cost a lot. In the US, it's even worse. This all ended up in a huge argument between us, with her calling me an asshole. She apparently is happy to fund Ethan's college, but only part of Aiden and Gracie. Who that? Your wife? Okay. This all ended up in a huge argument between us with her. Okay, so Amy gets upset with how much money it's going to cost. So the wife that with which you adopted those two kids want more to go into Ethan's way? It makes absolutely no freaking sense. Why would you adopt kid if they are worth less for you than your biological kid? I'm just very confused. This all ended up in a huge argument between us, with her calling me an asshole. She apparently is happy to fund Ethan's college, but only part of Aiden's and Gracie. I told her this isn't fair, as they are all our kids, not just Ethan. He doesn't mean more just because he has our DNA. I told her it was my inheritance and I can do what I want with it, and I wanted to make sure the kids had a good start to life. She said she deserves stuff too. Oh man. Are you arguing with your wife about using your money for your kids equally? Is this what happens? I am so sad for those kids. She left a few days ago. I haven't heard anything from her. I thought kids didn't hear the fight, but today Aiden came down and said sorry for causing a fight between us. It is so much not Aiden's fault, and that he is grateful that I stood up for him and Gracie. I am honestly distraught to see that he had to do it. My heart went out for him, and I said that I will always stand up for him and that I loved him and Gracie. He said, I know, but I'm not sure about mom. That's so freaking sad, because what happened is exactly that. Now they doubt mom. God freaking damn. First off, there's not a single well-minded individual that will say that OP is the asshole here. Is why? How the fudge can you adopt kids and consider that they are less valuable than your other kids? It's not a DNA question. It's more like she wanted to buy some things that she didn't talk OP2 about. And instead of being like openly saying, I would like to be able to spend the money on that? Could we like put a little part on the side for that reason? She was just like, yeah, let's cheap out on 2 of our 3 kids for the worst reason ever. This one is a clear, like, he's not the asshole, but the wife, my God. Not the asshole. You have 3 children. That's all. That's all. Yeah. I don't say this is a place where we have to call for divorce, but there is gonna have to be a talk with Amy to set values straight. For it to be so obvious that what she did was wrong, that she at least is able to open her eyes on the situation. Because what I read here is the worst. Toma, start.